Hey, it's Dustin with Parts Doctor, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is to replace this motor pulley on this Whirlpool dryer. But this also applies to some other great manufacturer brands such as Kenmore, Maytag, Amana, and more. So come along, I'll show you how easy it is to replace this. We'll go step by step, so let's jump in. The motor pulley is attached to the end of the motor drive shaft and transfers the rotation from the motor to the drive belt, which in turn spins the dryer's drum. Your motor pulley can fail and damage the drive belt, so if your machine's drive belt breaks or frays, make sure to check your motor pulley for any damage, breaks, or sharp edges. If you need to purchase a motor pulley for your Whirlpool dryer, you can check out our website, partsdoctor.com, where we offer fast shipping and only sell manufacturer-approved genuine replacement parts for all major appliance brands. Tools needed for the repair: Phillips head screwdriver, 5/16 nut driver or socket, putty knife, 3 2x4 blocks or something similar to hold the dryer drum up, 7/16 wrench, adjustable wrench. Before working on any appliance, please remember to disconnect it from the power. If you need to move your dryer away from the wall, please disconnect the dryer vent hose on the rear of the machine. Exposed edges on the dryer may be sharp, so consider using gloves and protective clothing. Locate the lint screen and pull the lint screen from the lint chute. Set it aside. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the 2 screws from the lint chute opening. Be careful to not let them fall down the lint screen chute. On the top panel of the dryer, there are 2 clips roughly 2 inches from the edge of the dryer that hold the top panel in place. Using a putty knife, gently press the clip in to release the top panel of the dryer. While you're pressing on the clip, gently pull up on the top panel so you know when it's released. Repeat on the opposite side until the top is released from both clips. Once the top is free, the top panel of the dryer can be safely opened and secure. It is important that you do not flip the top all the way open, as you can damage the metal tabs or wiring harness. The metal tabs holding the top panel are not designed or strong enough to hold the panel on their own. Prop the top panel against a wall or secure it with cord or twine. Locate the door switch wiring connector in the front right corner of the dryer cabinet. Gently use your putty knife to release the locking tab on the door switch wiring harness and pull the 2 connectors apart. Once the top panel is secure and the door switch is disconnected, move on to removing the front panel. There are 2 5/16 screws and 2 slide-in hooks holding the front panel to the cabinet. First, remove the 2 5/16 fasteners with either a nut driver or socket, and be sure not to lose the 2 retaining clips that hold the screws in place. Once both of the top screws are removed, tilt the top of the front panel about 6 inches away from the cabinet and lift to free the panel from the 2 bottom clips. The dryer drum is supported by the front panel, so while you're moving the front panel away, rest the drum against either of the dryer side panels. The metal edges can be sharp, so be careful when working around any exposed edges of the dryer. Now place your support under the dryer drum to hold it in place. We are using these scrap 2x4 blocks to hold the drum while we work. Once the drum is stabilized, you can see where the idler pulley is on the bottom of the dryer cabinet. If your belt and idler pulley are still in place, snap a photo of the belt orientation for reference later. If the drive belt is still attached to the idler pulley, push the idler pulley right towards the motor pulley to release the tension off the drive belt and slide it off the motor pulley. The idler pulley should now be free. If your dryer has multiple slots for the idler pulley to mount in, you'll want to take note on which slot your idler pulley was mounted in. You can use the drive belt to help guide the drum out of the dryer cabinet. Lift the drum and slowly guide it out of the cabinet through the 2 rounded indents in the sides of the dryer cabinet. The motor pulley is located on the end of the motor shaft and can be removed by finding the flat portion of the shaft and attaching the open end of the 7/16 wrench. While holding that wrench on the shaft, use your adjustable wrench to grip the hexagonal end on the motor pulley. Rotate the 7/16 wrench clockwise while turning the motor pulley counterclockwise with the adjustable wrench. Continue to spin the pulley until it is removed. If you're struggling to get enough leverage, you can situate the 7/16 wrench so it rests on the bottom of the dryer's cabinet and lightly tap the end of the adjustable wrench to pop the pulley free. If the hexagonal nut end of the pulley is broken off, you can use a locking pliers to grip the pulley to loosen it. With the dryer drum removed, now is a great time to check to see if your drum rollers, drive belt, and idler pulley are all in good operating order. If you need to replace any of these components, check out the dryer maintenance kit on partsdoctor.com and the video on how to install all of those components in the link below. If you need to purchase a new motor pulley, make sure you get a manufacturer certified replacement part like the ones that we sell on our website, partsdoctor.com. We'll leave a link in the description below. Search with the model number from the tag on your dryer to be sure you get the correct part. To install the motor pulley, simply rotate the pulley clockwise on the end of the motor shaft. Be sure to start it by hand to prevent cross-threading. Once the pulley is finger tight, use the 7/16 wrench to hold the motor shaft while you use the adjustable wrench to firmly tighten the motor pulley. Check to be sure that the drive belt is not twisted or flipped in any spot, and grab the belt and the front of the dryer drum and slowly maneuver it between the side panels into the cabinet. You want to be sure that the felt seal is in the rear when sliding the drum back into place. Slide the drum in and rest the rear of the drum on the two roller wheels at the back of the cabinet. Do a visual check on the right roller wheel to see that it's in the wheel channel. While holding the drive belt, press your leg against the front of the dryer drum to hold it in place and slowly turn the drum to check that the felt seal is not folded between the drum and the back panel. Be sure to spin the drum one full rotation. Gently rest the drum on your 2x4 blocks and position the drive belt. Be sure the black groove side is facing the drum and the fabric looking side is facing up. Locate the slots on the bottom of the dryer cabinet. Slide the left side of the bottom of the idler pulley into the leftmost slot at an angle and then the other tab on the idler pulley into the slot next to it. Reach in the opening below the idler pulley wheel and pull the belt through. Apply pressure to the idler pulley towards the motor until you can move the belt onto the motor pulley on the motor shaft. Reference the photo you took earlier if you need help with the belt path. While looking at the drive belt on the idler pulley tensioner, support the front of the drum and slowly turn the drum clockwise. The drum, belt, and motor should all turn when you do this. If your drum does not turn freely, either the belt or idler pulley are installed incorrectly. If there's an issue with the drum not spinning freely, do not proceed to install the front panel of the dryer. Remove the drive belt from the idler pulley and pull the drum out to find the problem before proceeding. If the drum, pulley, motor, and rollers are all spinning smoothly, move the front panel near and while carefully supporting the drum, remove the support blocks underneath it. While continuing to support the drum, move the front panel into place. Using your foot, slide the bottom of the front panel on the metal hooks near the bottom of the side walls of the cabinet. Apply gentle pressure to the bottom of each side of the front panel until each side slips on and down on the metal J-shaped hooks. While continuing to hold the front panel in place, carefully reach in to align the dryer drum to fit over the front drum seal while you push the front panel against the cabinet. While holding the front panel in place, be sure that the retention clips are in place and screw the two 5/16 fasteners with your nut driver or socket. Firmly tighten both sides. Reconnect the door switch wiring harness, being sure that the locking clip snaps back into place. Check the top of the cabinet for any wires that could get pinched when closing the top panel. Slowly close the top panel and firmly snap both sides onto the clips. Replace the two screws near the lint chute. Again, be careful that they do not fall down into the chute. Finally, slide the lint screen into the lint chute opening. Well, thanks for watching, and hopefully that your dryer is now well maintained and can last you for years to come. I'm Dustin with Parts Doctor. Until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.